Boom. Boom. All right, collective. If y'all are watching this during the live stream, what's up, collective? No matter your zodiac placements, even though this is a predominantly Taurus channel, you don't have to be a Taurus to resonate with this. So, all signs are welcome. We are just doing a collective energy reading. Whatever spirit needs you to know during this time, we're just gonna let the cards do all the talking. Okay. All right, spirit. Let's see. Collective energy. What's the overall collective energy? What does the collective need to know? What's going on in the collective energy? What's up, La? Okay, so we're picking up on some curious energy. All right, I'm seeing a lot of investigative. I'm seeing a lot of doing research, applying for jobs, trying to see um trying to see what's going on, trying to get clarity before you really depart. So as a collective, the energy is reading that y'all are in this vibration of before you make someone pay for the consequences of their action, you want to make sure you got all your teeth together. You want to make sure that you got all the details that you need to have in order to hold someone accountable for something. Okay? That's what I'm picking up on. That's what I'm tapped into as a collective. Especially if y'all are single and y'all are doing certain things on your own. I am picking up on a lot of research collective. I'm also picking up like different because I just got congested all of a sudden. So you could be looking up different like remedies for like a cold. Why am I getting cold? Like I'm talking like I'm in a cold. I don't have a cold, but you may be trying to find like, like is there any type of virus going around that you need to know about? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm tapped into. All right, we're gonna keep moving. Overall collective energy spirit, what's out there? Where are we zooming into? All right, so I am picking up on people that are getting over illnesses and getting over codes and stuff like that. Hey, hey, hey. Mm-hmm. So any energy that was projected towards you, collective, y'all are getting over that. Y'all are getting over a karmic's projection as well. So y'all been really fighting a war, a spiritual war. Mm-hmm. Affecting your thoughts, affecting your trying to impede on your focus or your thought. Hey Jessica, hey Melissa, hey Courtney, hey Love, hey Lisa. Shout out to all of you guys. So I am picking up an influx of like readings, like picking up doing readings on TikTok or like getting yes and no answers or yes or no questions as a collective. If you are part of the collective that has been answering a lot of questions, you may be feeling the effects of like getting that energy off of you because it does feel like as a collective, there's this microwave type of energy going around, which will give you like a spiritual flu, can give you like a spiritual flu or a spiritual attachment. Okay, so there is this hidden agenda. Okay, yeah, spirit says speak on it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so 2020 vision. Spirit's talking about 2020 vision. So y'all know how in 2020, and this happens all the time, but they said 2020 vision. So y'all remember like in 2020 when all like the tissue situation, um it was like one of those supply and demands that was very scarce. It was in a scarcity state. Mhm. So everybody and their mama went to the store, bought tissue, hoarded tissue at home out of fear that they would have to wipe their ass with leaves or some type of, like, out of all the things, the fear of losing tissue was one of the biggest fears. So thinking back then versus now, those are one of the 2020 visions that you can tap into to kind of see, like, okay, that's what happened then, and that's kind of like what the energy is right now. There's a scarcity energy of missing out on something. It's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to miss my opportunity. I'm going to miss a wave. I'm going to miss something that I'm supposed to be doing. I need to make sure, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? All of that is that same type of scarcity. Okay. So, as an energetic wave, it affects you in that way where you'll start to get manic, you'll start to feel scarcity, and you'll start to just overbuy. Like, how many people need tissue? You'll start overbuying or over purchasing just to compensate for the possibility that you're going to go without something. So, right now, it's like, oh my God, let's use the internet because we are in the Aquarius age, right? Everyone is going to be online. Everyone is going to be going live, right? New features are coming out. And there's this, oh my God, if I don't get my stuff together, I'm going to miss out on this opportunity to finally get some type of traction, finally get some type of momentum going in a particular business, right? The same engine that's been revving on TikTok is also revving on YouTube. Okay. So let's just be real. Social media is progressing and it is also adapting and so forth like that. But 2020 vision taught us that, like scarcity, running to do something with the intention of, I'm afraid that I'm going to miss something, will only guarantee that you miss it. And that now you're going to be left with a whole bunch of tissue and a whole bunch of attachments to a whole bunch of people because you're just trying to get numbers. You're just trying to get seen. You're just trying to get X, Y, Z. So what I'm saying to you is, with the Ace of Swords, Spirit is saying that as a collective, just like in 2020, that is masculine energy, right? That is a worker's energy. That is an energy that is often projected to push a particular narrative. Now, am I saying, oh, boycott, don't do this, don't do that? No. What they're saying is, what intention do you have? Why are you doing it? It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks outside of you, but why are you doing it, right? Because as a collective, it's saying that pretty much the supply and demand of wanting answers right now is causing a lot of scarcity, where that spiritual connection that you share with the divine is kind of being used like a microwave energy. I'll take anything. Give me $3, $4, $5. Like, it's bargaining to a point where it is draining you from being able to maintain your divine feminine energy. The objective of this energy is to keep you from being able to honor the divine feminine energy and put you in a frequency where you are worshipping the masculine energy. Worshipping is competition. Worshipping is scarcity, right? I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to maintain something or acquire something, so I'm going to take from other people. I'm going to rob, steal, kill, destroy. And that's the collective energy, right? When you think back to possessing or maintaining the divine, honoring the divine feminine energy in 2020, while everyone was running to get tissue, those that were honoring the divine feminine energy probably was at home, right? Waiting for everyone else to finish their chase, waiting for everyone to clear off the shelves, waiting for everyone to rush and get the gas, and letting them drain themselves, right? Because okay, tissue comes from trees. Worst case scenario, I gotta wipe my ass with a rag. We go back to the olden days, right? Worst case scenario, I'll wash the fucking rag. But to put yourself in a frequency or in the streets with the rest of the people that are manic isn't honoring the divine feminine energy. So, for a lot of people that were in that vibration, 2020 was a very peaceful type of lifestyle. So now let's fast forward, and now we're talking about here. We're talking about right now in this energy as a collective. What did we learn from 2020 that awakened us? That awakening is still here, trying to help us see what we tend to overlook, right? Um, because it's easy to slip into scarcity. It's easy to slip into the lack of patience, right? And to find yourself in a situation where you don't even know why you're afraid. You don't even know why you're anxious. You don't even know why you feeling all of these symptoms. But in order for these things to even affect you, your vibration had to be depleted, worked on. Something had to trigger you to descend and step outside of that covering, right? That awareness. It's all about an awareness, a mindset. Everything is happening in the mind. So there has been a disconnect from the divine feminine energy. And this has been the initiative for some time now, right? If you just observe humanity and you just observe the world, it's pretty much like the elite has pretty much recognized that, okay, so we have the spiritual community complaining about, you know, complaining about their right, their justice to be able to express themselves. We have the religious sector complaining about their belief systems and how they are losing people by the numbers. All right. So to make it even, we're going to let them duke it out. Right. So not everyone's like, yeah, let's duke it out. It's a revolution. We fight to protect our rights and all this other nonsense. Right. Okay. So now we got the spiritual community and then we got the religious sector. The spiritual community can tell that the religious sector are attracting a lot, right? But they're not necessarily attracting. What they're doing is they are utilizing the spiritual community to pretty much tell people what they don't want to hear by telling them the truth. Okay, that person ain't coming to see you. Yes, that person's still with the karmic. And yes, they gonna miss Valentine's. And yes, everybody else is gonna be sad. And yes, you are in a fucked up position. When they hit them with that truth serum, every last single one of them gonna be like, well, what the fuck am I here for? Let me go back to the church. I don't even know why I came to you. Oh, well, let me go back to God. I need God in my life. So now they're back in that I need a savior frequency, right? That is strategically what the religious sector was looking for. So every last single person rewinds and runs back to, I just need God to speak to me and lift me up. So now the necessity for the religious sector is increasing, right? And as a combat to that, the spiritual sector is making themselves more available so that people know that, hey, you don't have to run back to being afraid. You don't have to do X, Y, and Z. But all of it is a hidden agenda. right? Standing on business. If anyone comes to you and they don't like the truth that you have to reveal to them, that you feel spiritually guided to give to them, and at this point you are vibing at a level of desperation just to be a placebo in their life, you're no longer helping them. You're enabling them. And then you're repeating that same, you're not honoring the divine feminine anymore, right? You're pretty much teaching them, because we are creatures of habit, that this is the way that you honor the divine feminine, by being obsessive, by being codependent, by being desperate. So what she's saying is there's a time and a season for everything. Raising war isn't the divine feminine way. That's not the divine feminine's, that's not her stilo. Competing with people, that's not her stilo. She knows that she doesn't have to. She knows that everything has a season and everything will fall and go according to the way that it's supposed to go. But as representatives of that relationship, you don't do it no justice by allowing the opposing force to make that type of mockery out of you. You don't do it no justice to allow that force to pretty much portray you as feeling as if you have to compete with them. That's been the narrative for so long, right? But the divine feminine will always rise up in a way that's necessary to send a very direct message. And that's why God moves in mysterious ways. It's only women that move in mysterious ways. It's only divine feminine that moves in mysterious ways. So when you step out of that frequency, you're operating in worship. But we don't war, we honor. There's a difference. So that's pretty much what she's saying as a collective. Don't downgrade yourself, your prices, your relationships, your expectations of who you know you are, your reality and what you want to live. You adapt to the signs of the times. She's been saying this all along. This is coming. This is coming. I'm letting my children know. This is what they're doing behind the scenes. I'm giving you a heads up, right? Prepare, prepare, prepare. And what do procrastinators do? Wait to the very last minute. And so now it's like, I feel this wave happening. What you're feeling is a radioactive frequency that has been projected into the ethers, and people and humans are responding to it, right? You don't want to be down there with them. You don't want to be in them streets with them. You know why? Because the only thing that you're going to find is people that are going to be there to offer you a space in their company, a space in their reality. They're going to give you some type of it's like, well, that didn't work. You can always come over here. I'm still accepting people that are lost, you know? And that's just not in the religious sector. That's also in your work sector. That's also in your relationship sector. You're going to see. They're all waiting for, okay, you saw nothing was good out there. And that you're making your way right back. I told you you was always going to come right back. That is the objective of the patriarchal system. That's the objective of worship, right? Guerrilla warfare is to do it like a thief in the night, to move in such a way where you won't even see it coming. But divine feminine energy, okay, Gaia has been letting us know, if I don't move, if me as the energy doesn't move in a hurry, why would you adopt that same ideology to be in a hurry? A hurry is masculine energy, right? Divine feminine energy is the type of energy where it's like, you're gonna recognize that it's been me all along when I manifest in your children's children. When I manifest in your reality generations down the line. When I'm in every single generation and you can't undo me. That's divine feminine energy. So masculine energy is pretty much like having a ball right now. And she's pretty much saying let them. When I'm referring to masculine energy, I'm not saying gender. I'm talking about a frequency, right? The conquerors, those that like to steal from other people to get what they want. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what she's saying as a collective energy. Pretty much, this ain't the season for that. It's not the season to worry about missing opportunities, because for those that honor the divine feminine energy, and you understand what I mean when I say that, nothing that you do is wasted. Anything that she had you doing long before now, all you need to know is it was strategically done that way. So when it's necessary, you wouldn't be on the streets trying to get tissue at the last minute because you have the tree in your backyard. So you need to remember that when it comes to feeling as if something may be stopping for you, or there may be a detour, or you may be asked to step outside of your comfort zones and do certain things in a more small, way. Nothing that she does is ever small. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what she wants you to know. Nothing that she does is ever small. Because I feel like as a collective, it's like and I'm saying she, if you know what I mean, she can sense that there are so many souls pretty much crying out, trying to get clarity, trying to figure out what's going on and things like that. So what does a mother do? They rock-a-bye baby, right? So it's like, hush now. It's all being worked out. Don't even worry. It's like, I don't wanna have to deal with this, or I don't wanna have to deal with that. She's still saying, rock-a-bye baby. And all she could do is tell you, because listen, look at that. Thieves. She's aware. Collective. She's aware of the physical and emotional lies, tricks, schemes. She's aware. Stealings of your ideas, all right? The agenda to mimic and mock and do all types of things of your spiritual practices and different things like that. She's quite aware. She's aware of people that are feeding off of you. Look at that creativity. Literally says robbed, lost, theft. She's aware of the cars you lost, the homes you lost, all right? Or emotional. Some of y'all lost emotional relationships, stability. Then we also have creativity, and it says steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. So all divine masculine energy can do, okay? All the patriarchal system could do is take from one to give to another. Some of y'all, they took your love and gave it to another woman. Some of y'all, they took your love and gave it to another man. Some of you guys, they demoted you from a job and put someone else in your position. Some others of you, they stopped suggesting your shit and put you in a position where you feel like, what the hell is going on? All of it is necessary. All of it. That's what she's saying. Move in silence. It literally says move in silence. That don't get no direct than that. Because God moves in mysterious ways. If you ever want to know where the presence of God is, it's in mysticism. It's in mystery. It's between the lines, never in the lines. God doesn't draw in the lines. They draw between it. it's dimensional. It's never 3D. Okay. So if you don't get that offer, that phone call, or you don't get that opportunity, or you don't get a call back and you're trying to get approved for something and you're not getting approved and it just feels like it's a down season, it's gonna be all right. She already saw it. She already saw it coming. She already knew the intentions. And when she was giving you instructions prior to this this transition that we're going through, she already laid the foundation to put you exactly where you were always meant to be. The only thing that can stop that from coming into fruition is your doubt, okay? Your disbelief, your worry, and your obsession. Obsessing over anyone during this time, it ain't gonna do you no good. You gotta release who you gotta release. Habits, people, unhealthy, possessive karmics, dangerous. Ooh. Some of y'all were like really hiding, like as a collective. This saying y'all been hiding from these toxic people as much as possible. Get thee behind me, Satan. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. I ain't trying to have sex with y'all. Not trying to have sex with nobody. Y'all not trying to you. And then meanwhile, they so toxic. They've been blocking you at the same time from moving on and starting a new life. Okay, blocking other lovers from wanting to be attracted to you, trying to treat you like property, trying to oppress you, all of those things. And this is just confirming just how uninterested you are. So a lot of you guys, the more uninterested you were, it was making them mad because they wanted you to be their groupies. They wanted you to be stuck in bad karma. They wanted you chasing them, doing anything for clout, doing anything for attention, doing anything to validate their ego that they are important. I mean, these cards are hitting. Some of y'all, they put you in situations where you had accidents, car accidents, repos, all right, unexpected issues with you just being able to move freely about the country, okay? And then made you sit there and witness and know them moving on with somebody else. This is someone that was in these are energy forces. It feels like more than one force, okay? Some of y'all, this may be one person, but I really feel like the overall cosmic or universal hidden agenda was to utilize the people closest to you, like Kingsman. Y'all saw the movie Kingsman, right? Radioactive. To have them react to you this way and treat you this way. You feel what I'm saying? And do you in such a way where to force you back into some type of submission, to force you back into some type of oppression. Okay, if you have a career and you worked in the entertainment industry of any sort, where you have to like network and collaborate with other people to get certain things going and stuff like that. These are also forces that wanted you to feel as if nobody want to do business with you. Nobody want to work with you. Nobody wants to collaborate with you. Because someone else was calling in to make sure that nothing works for you. Someone was going out of their way to call your boss of a boss of a boss, okay? Because they felt like, yeah, the Ace of Swords. They felt like you wouldn't come willingly. So it was like they started to investigate you, figure out your routes, your routines. Some of y'all weren't even able to keep up with a schedule. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like people would just know your schedule, what route you were going to take. So you had to constantly switch things up, do things differently time and time again. Some of you guys had schools calling child services based off of how your school felt like, how your child's school felt like you were raising your kids at home, things that they shouldn't even be concerned about. They're not bothering Timmy in the Muslim homes. They're not bothering um Joseph in the Jews' home. They bothering y'all. Those of y'all where they feel like y'all are moving in a direction that is out of their grasp and out of their control. Because you won't kiss their ass. I'm still a kid. Where you gotta go, Chopper? Because you gotta be an adult to be on this channel, sweetie. What's up, Shay? So, it's the same old trick done over and over and over again. The same old trick. Ain't nothing new under the sun. This has been done so many times, centuries after centuries after centuries. What she's saying to you is that you can, at this point, you can pull these tricks out of a book. They pulling tricks out of the books that y'all wrote. Okay? They pulling tricks out the Bible. You see what I'm saying? But who wrote the books? Who created the grimoires? So how do you allow people that you gave the tea to, that you gave the real spill to cast these types of spells of illusion over you and put you in a position where you feel it's all an emotion? Remember, you taught them that the emotions was the way to get to you. You exposed that to them. You gave them that knowledge. So would you expect them to do anything different outside of use it against you? No. Stalker. And a lot of y'all, you know, some of y'all had sex with people. Or some of y'all didn't have sex with people. But when you allow them to experience that divine energy, okay, it can be intoxicating. So here you are trying to deny someone else something that you let them experience heaven. You give them a taste of your waters. Why you think she made that song? Make me sweat, make me water, make you lose your breath. This is what's been in the frequencies, all right? And just like that song went viral. Just like that song was a hit and is ingrained already in the minds of humanity because she's tapping into the emotional spell that was already casted. You see what I'm saying? So by the time her producers and everyone else decide to drop that music, they already know when that music hits, they can predict that season. It's going to be a major hit because during that time, this agenda is already rolling. It's already been manifesting. So they're never in the present moment. They're always in the future. Humanity's still trying to catch up. Yeah. And so they just watch. Studying the sheep is what the gods do. Is what the elites do. The question is, 2020 gave you an opportunity to no longer be sheep. But an opportunity to be still and to listen and pay attention to the signs of the times. That's what she's saying. Yes, fate. You already knew this was coming. You already knew this was coming. You've been a long way from home. A lot of you guys Collectively, you are a long way from your upbringing. You are a long way from Kansas. You are not in Kansas anymore. Okay? The moment you started to be able to see between the lines, the moment you started to be able to see the patterns in your family, the moment you started to be able to see what was about to come, your gifts were activated. Boom. Your powers were activated. Boom. You see what I'm saying? Which gave you access to the secrets. So the question of why are, who is this, and if we're doing the right thing, it's no reason to hide now. Okay, that's what this was prophesied. It was written. It's called your books of Revelation. Is the revelation the complete end? No, it starts back at Genesis. It's a revolving wheel. It can Each page continues to flip. Every time we make it to a version of Revelation, we go back to the full. We go back to Genesis. Every page in that book represents 78 keys. All right? 78 secrets, 78 everything. And it goes deeper and deeper into that. But divine feminine energy has always been on the 13th floor, right? 13 cycles of what? Menstruals. So you're always supposed to be ahead. Always. You could write a book. Everything that you think right now, you're actually visioning the future. Every time you're like, oh my God, I wonder if there's aliens. You've seen it. You know it. Oh my God, I wonder if this is going to happen. Yes, you already know it's going to happen, right? So when you get that inclination and you get that idea, she's only affirming you to accept it, because there's no need to be worried about it. There's no need to fret about it, but to prepare for it, right? So if you get the feeling that it's gonna rain tomorrow, don't fret about it. You get an umbrella. We do it every single day. When we're worried about whether we don't, when we're taking a long trip, we prepare for the foreseeable future. We do it every single day. We brush our teeth, we take a shower. All right, we're preparing for the weather as if it's gonna rain and be like, oh, I smelt it in the air. But they've brainwashed us so much to the point where we can't even see how those small things is us being psychic, is us being intuitive. We think it's something miraculous happening outside of us, but really it's only that God DNA, right? That relationship that we share with God. So 2020 was supposed to be a fated event that allowed you to see the mirror. And for a moment you were supposed to be able to see that mirror, that God in you. And it was supposed to take you down this rabbit hole that allowed you to continue asking more questions, being critical thinkers, being critical of questions, right? So it's no more, a lot of the collective has gotten to a point where it's not fun anymore to just hear what's going on in the energy. It ain't fun to hear that no more. I'm tired of hearing that shit because it's not providing me nothing of benefit. It's just a whole bunch of drama. Okay, and like Rafiki, they sat there in the trees, all the spirits, and said karmic 6.58. Man still with karmic, divine feminine still trying to figure it out. So for how many years has that been the story? Name me one person on YouTube that's actually utilizing divine energy, tarot, divination, and actually giving you keys. There's not a lot. They're not teaching you how to unlock yourselves. They're not teaching you how to experience that divinity for yourself. They're keeping you codependent on them, duplicating the same narrative. So now that that's being exposed, all they could do is turn around and say, well, let me go and sit and learn from those that honor divine feminine energy and figure out how I can make myself appear to be more divine. Make myself, again, that's that masculine energy. Looking, anyway, that's what she's saying. What's going to happen now? It requires everyone within the collective to ask themselves that one critical question. Is this valuable to my time? Is this enhancing my growth, or is it hindering my growth? It's going to make you sick before it makes you better in order to engage in certain conversations with people and engage with certain relationships with people. It's going to make you feel like I can't even stomach this. You're going to really separate yourself. This is where humanity is going. This is where the collective is going. They're going to be separating themselves from people that are on a different frequency than them. All of this is spiritually intentional. Okay? Look at this. Ground and center. Anyone that makes you feel ungrounded, anything that makes you feel like you're not directly aligned and you have a focus, tunnel vision, anything that makes you feel like you got to go like this and be prepared about what this person going to do to you, it's going to no longer feed your soul. All right? Look at this. And a lot of y'all are finna be unbothered. Look at that. Prosperity and abundance. And then when all of the dust settles and everyone's done attacking each other and being in warship and trying to defend their, oh, this is this and this is that and this is wrong, and once this is right and this is wrong are done, I'm sorry, Spirit. Once Mr. Wrong and Mr. Right are done attacking each other, there you gonna rise. You're gonna be like, okay, now I can reemerge. Now this is my season. This is where you're gonna come from. And it's gonna be a flawless victory. I'm telling y'all are really, the collective is really like I am seeing the collective that's struggling with it, and I'm seeing the collective that is really, that really understand what that honoring mean. Like, it's not enough just to honor an altar. It's not enough just to honor something outside of yourself. If you are not adorning that yourself, if you are not viewing yourself as the temple, the body, the castle, then there's the separation. Okay, that's pretty much what Spirit's saying. And I see y'all having conversations. Okay, y'all are gonna be in the spiritual realms. I don't know what they call them. Councils, boardrooms. I don't know. But it feels like y'all gonna be in the spiritual halls of the Akashics or something. I'm telling you. And it's because y'all made those changes. Y'all severed those soul ties. Now heaven is a mindset. So in order to remain in this temple, it's an everyday relationship, it's an everyday practice, it's a lifestyle. All right? Because that means every single day, y'all are dealing with people that want to bring you out of your frequency. Every single day, y'all are combating that energy. Yeah, justice. Because karma's about to come hard. Like, y'all don't even understand. Karma is about to hit hard. Retribution is hitting hard right now. Look at this. The truth finna hurt like nobody's business. And it's finna manifest in so many different ways. Some of you guys, anything manifested inside of you, that's going to be eradicated. If it's a thought process or something that was affecting you mentally, that's being eradicated. If there was a bug in your ear, something you consume by water or something, or just breathing in airborne in the clouds, okay? Oh, whew. They about to lose their job. They about to lose their job. Get this dance. They about to lose their damn job because they are detaining you for nothing. They about to learn today. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. They about to learn today. And they stalking you with this target on your back, obsessed, watching you. Mm-hmm. Sheesh. Whoever was stalking you, they had a moment or opportunity where I feel like an angel came to them and was like, "Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to make that decision?" And someone was like, "Yep, I don't care. I'm signing it." So someone could have done something to do like initiating a legal battle against you, initiating some type of like federal case as well. I'm seeing someone initiated something probably to take children from some people. Um mm, some of y'all they was contaminating, okay, with this Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like sabotaging or contaminating something that you use on a frequent or day-to-day basis. This is like someone knowing their hands dirty, but they touch the knob on purpose so it can spread this virus around. Or someone literally knowing that they're contaminated with something, but still trying to sleep with you or still trying to be with you. You know what I mean? Someone knew that they were like wasted potential. All right. Wasted potential, wasted. And it's like, well, since it's happening to me and since I am withering away or I'm sick or I have something going on with me, I'm going to deliberately go over there and try to make you sterile, try to make you unable to connect. It's literally out of a space of like vengeance. Damn. That's wild. That is wild. Yeah, three of coins in reverse where nobody would want to ever be with you. Someone was really plotting something really bad. You see this person? Does that person look happy to you? No. That person looked like they wanted to laugh. Okay, someone really tried to infect somebody here. Accuse someone, like lie on them. I'm seeing someone even trying to lie and say that somebody did something to them while working together. I'm seeing all types of wild stuff. Assassination of people character. Okay, accusing people of witchcraft and all types of wild stuff. These are false accusations to the finest. Like, yeah, this is a lie. Mm-hmm. Especially like if you felt like someone was crushing on you and someone wanted to date you, and there was a lot of talk or gossip around this person, and something just told you like, I'm good. I'm gonna fall back. I'm not even really interested in dating someone. Something about this person just felt really like like thirsty, thirsty, thirsty. That energy, that person was like hired. I heard John Tucker Must Die. So that movie John Tucker Must Die is like literally those girls used a innocent, like used a random person fixed them up, and then made her try to hit on John Tucker because they all wanted to seek revenge. So he was being pretty much plotted and strategized against. That's what I'm seeing here. They could have used like a child specifically. Yeah. Like saying things to a child in their head, suggesting like, oh, did this person talk to you, or did this person say this to you? And this person like, I don't know, maybe. So someone was even like suggesting negative initiatives against you by way of children, lying on you, saying that you don't feed them, you don't take care of them, something like that. That's what I'm seeing here. Lying in court, like someone lied on some type of affidavit. Okay. Yeah. So you may have gotten like your first legal case due to a lie, a intentional lie around a situation in regards to abuse in a particular topic. Yeah, you could be an older or elderly person. That situation, there's people gonna get karma about that as well. Okay, Eight of Cups. I'm seeing someone doing hard time here. Hard time. Yeah. And there may be like an accomplice, because I'm seeing like a female accomplice here that covers for someone. So someone has someone in the spiritual realm. This could be an ancestor that's aware of the shady shit that has happened towards you. Okay. And there has been a lot of situations where bad karma, series of unfortunate events, keeps finding a particular person or group of people. All right. Because I'm seeing someone be maybe moving around a lot, so their address never stays the same. And it's because they're on the run. Someone is on the run from authorities. Okay, let's back out of that one. Yes, Hermit energy. Spirit said you got to talk on it. It's the truth. Okay. So you may have been like the voice or the mouthpiece or someone, like maybe you wrote songs talking about your hardship. Maybe you wrote poems talking about your hardship. Or maybe you feel inspired to talk about certain topics that people don't want to talk about. You're being divinely guided. Okay? The hermit is the messenger to speak on these matters. Yes. So people are looking at you with some type of bombastic side eye in regards to how you know this, how you know so much, how you know that. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys were dealing with situations where, because you're like extremely wise or smart and stuff like that, you are attracting people that look at you in a way where they want to partner with you. They want to collaborate with you. Some of you, they secretly desire to be in a relationship with you. And when they feel as if you are not trying to have a counterpart, all right, of any, capacity, it's like they felt like you bruised their ego. All right. So, especially for my divine feminines, you've had other masculine energies that felt rejected by you, and they weren't even realizing that they were, because they felt like they couldn't initiate, your boundaries were so high they couldn't initiate talking to you or getting to know you, or you made them feel confused. So you guys have been dealing with situations where it's like, oh, if you didn't wear that outfit, you wouldn't have made me want to talk to you. Or if you didn't look that good, you wouldn't have made me want to date you. Or if you weren't that smart, it would have never made me notice you. So a lot of people have been accused, blaming you for their desire for you. And then when you deny them a relationship or to get to know each other, then they feel like, Well, like, who do you think you are? So you've been dealing with that your whole life, I'm hearing, trying to really like not trying to walk on eggshells to avoid other people becoming obsessed with you. You know what I'm saying? Where it's difficult for you to really just shine and be your best version of yourself because so many different people feel like someone that special shouldn't be walking around single or unavailable. Um, yeah. And so all of this detached energy is coming from people feeling blocked or restricted from being able to date you, be with you, or something to that degree. Yeah, they want your love. And when you don't give them your love, they feel like you made a mockery out of them. You embarrassed them. You made them feel less than. And this is coming from men and women. This is crazy. So they want you to come back towards them. So you've had a lot of people kind of placing you on this pedestal where it's like, I can't wait for the day collective come back towards me and I get to show them what I've been doing since they've been gone. And so like people are using you as motivation to get themselves up. All right, like competition. Like they're warring against you. Five of Wands. And all of it is about feeling as if there was a boundary placed. Hell, y'all could have just said no. No, thank you. That's what this is here. It's like, well, no, thank you. Well, let me trip you while you're walking. No, thank you. Well, let me blackball you. No, thank you. Let me do certain things towards you. Who do you think you are? You think you're special? That's how y'all was being treated. Let's see what's going on in y'all love life. Because I mean, y'all professional life is uh, is wild. Sheesh. Magician. I'm telling y'all came across some sorcerers, some magicians, okay, master of illusions, storytellers, people that are trying to manifest the Fool. I'm telling you. And they thought that you were some type of bimbo. They thought that you were gullible. But meanwhile, y'all in this whole animal spirit energy. Y'all a spiritual leader out here. Y'all got your own divinity. Look at this engineer. God damn. These are people that wanted you to join forces with them so you can help them solve their problems. They wanted you to join forces with them so you can do for them what you do for yourself. That's their intentions. And a lot of y'all may be younger than people. So I'm picking up is that, oh, wow. A lot of like young, I'm talking about people in their 20s are doing things innovative and growing in an exponential way, bigger, like better, faster, and bigger than people that are 10 times their age, doing it far more effortlessly because they are not stuck by certain limited belief systems. They leap without thinking. They do without having so much back talk. So whatever it is that they're doing, they're kind of being exalted as like role models. Like y'all take things too serious. Laugh some more. Get to a position in your life where you stop looking at people that do wild stuff as, oh, that's ignorant. Well, working your whole life to be perfect and not be ignorant ain't never get you nowhere except a elf on the shelf. So what works have you come up with? And you don't have to be in your 20s specifically, but that's the mentality is like 20s, 30s, but you're not stuck by and there's people in their 30s, trust me, that are still stuck, but the vitality is a spirit. And they're pretty much saying like anyone that you know of as a collective where they are not afraid to make themselves look like an ass. They're not afraid to make themselves look as if they are foolish, ignorant. We all might need to learn something from these people because they are becoming millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires. Look at that. Because they think smart and not hard. How many of them is successful just off of saying nim 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 nim. That's brilliant. I don't know if y'all understand that, but that's pretty much saying that's smart. How the hell you knew that there was gonna be a whole wave of generation that would vibe to nim nim nim? How did you know that? How you know that was gonna happen? Because if that person didn't get that random idea that said, you know what, bump this. I'm working extra hard to figure out how to craft some lyrics together. I'm working too hard. I'm finna just jump in the booth and just say nam 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 nam. And everyone's like, nam 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 nam. That's brilliant. That is exactly, that's powerful. How to make a hook that stick with you for life. How to create a sound that a person that will be stuck in someone's mind 22, 30 plus years down the line. You get what I'm saying? But then you have people twice their age that are in the studio doing the same industry in the same market, and they're struggling to craft one sentence. They're still getting writer's block to make one book. But a person can be like, you know what? What do you want to name? Write a book, right? And it'd be like, oh, what you want to name the book? Peanut. Why Peanut? Just Peanut. Don't ask me no questions. And then you over here crafting the next characters in your next best novel. And you using strange words that literally nobody would ever think to say or use because it's just that stupid simple, right? You literally calling a person brown, blue, green. You know what I mean? But it's brilliant because that will be the bestseller novel. And so you have people that are like mad because it's like, how dare that be the best novel? I came up with a very unique name to name my character. I came up with a unique name to name my book. But you worked too hard. It wasn't fresh. It wasn't young. And so yeah, people that feel like they've been in the game for so long are feeling some type of way that people that just jump on the scene ain't been doing nothing no more than a week or two, and they going viral. And they have way more success with less stress. The objective has been to teach old folk a lesson. Because people that think that they old, all right, are really struggling from the sins of their fathers. Their forefathers put them under that brain spell. And so when you see these young people coming out here and they have less of the spell affecting their cerebral consciousness, right? Affecting their mind, and they're outdoing you. Now you have the older generation raising arms up against it because they're still programmed off of their forefathers, their belief systems, and the things that hindered them is now, it's like, so you would cut off your own arm, your own child, and treat your own child a certain type of way because you didn't think of it yourself, because you didn't do it first. Make that make sense. That's some real but it shows you the relationship that forefather had with the feminine in their bloodline. Okay? The masculine clearly hated the feminine. And that same belief system is still being perpetuated to the point where you have brainwashed women believing that they are cursed with periods and they're cursed to forever walk the earth to be in service to a man. That's the issue here. Walking around seen, not heard. And you better to be seen, not heard. And if you talk too much in the wrong rooms, then you can't go no more. The only thing you could do is be the first of anything. The first sidekick. They put you in the Robin position, but you used to be Batman. Make that make sense. I don't understand. Look at this. And then if you're in a career and you taking care of yourself and you thriving in a particular career, then they get mad at you there too. And then they get sexist there too. So it's happening everywhere, right? And then they can't help but to feel mad because they're attracted to it too. It's like, I can't stand that music. But when they go in a car, they listening to it and they jive into it. But I can't stand that music. People will listen to and watch shit they can't stand on repeat just to be like, oh my God. Like literally like an old cackle. Just to sit there and laugh and mock other people because they're genuinely jealous. Because they were too scared to ever not be perfect. To ever look as if they don't have their shit together. That's the issue here. And that's why they're still trying to be a civil servant. So what y'all need to know is that y'all the fireman. Y'all here to put that whole narrative to bed. That whole outdated thinking, the whole limited beliefs, y'all putting all that to bed. All right. Y'all are rescuing yourselves, rescuing your future when you rescue yourselves. Your offspring will not suffer for the sins of your forefathers because of your I am presence, because of your commitment and your dedication to changing yourself is the only way to guarantee that your offspring will have a different reality. If you never leave that relationship, trust and believe. Birds of a feather will flock together, and the sins of your mothers and foremothers will repeat itself. But when you take it upon yourself to separate yourself from the fuckery, everyone else will benefit from your sacrifice. Not for the now foreseeable future, but for your rescuing your future. Hold on. My bad. Y'all had already beat me to it. Okay. So let's get your closing message. No. Your husband don't want to be with you. Just so you know. All right. Guardian of action. All right. It's time for you to step up and be the leader. Your natural leadership skills are being called into action. This is your moment in the sun. So move into the light and shine for all to see. This card is also a person who has charisma, is inspiring, enjoys a challenge, and loves spotlight. Messenger of thought. A new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. New information may require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. You know, you now will meet or hold on. I need some glasses, which I can't see. Hold on. You know, I think they made a typo because I noticed KNOW is no, right? Am I tripping? You know, will meet or are someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. Okay. So you're going to come across someone that is blunt, okay? Not very diplomatic. So this is telling me this is the Knight of Swords. Huh. If you feel hurt by someone or anyone, hold on. If you feel like you're healing or recovering from someone in particularly, maybe they said something hurtful to you and you feel like that was mean or that wasn't nice. What's that song by Usher? That song by Usher and Summer Walker. Damn, I hear it, but I can't put the words. I hate that we didn't make it to forever. Probably ain't getting back together. We ain't good, but we still good. Yes, good, good. That is the song here. There's going to be a win-win situation with whatever type of separation is going on right now. Y'all have really bigger things to worry about, but I do feel as if y'all are still healing. So Spirit is acknowledging that there's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. So it feels like old and new, blending old and new, bridging old and new, bridging new ideas with old ideas, and trying to compromise in all areas of the collective life is kind of what they're pretty much advising in situations, to stay grounded while compromising. Not every situation deserves a reaction, but with the Three of Swords, this is a difficult season because I do feel like there's a part where it's like, okay, I want to ascend and escape into the clouds, but I also want to address this wound and not let it repeat into my future. So you're in that in between space where I don't want to escape into the ethers and try to live another delusion or, another reality. I want to create my reality on solid ground this time, so I don't find myself in the same familiar situation. So y'all are really being strategic and analyzing like how you want to craft your new dimension, your new reality. And that is the most pivotal moment as a collective. Y'all are utilizing this shift to your advantage, and regardless of what comes of your counterparts or you, both of y'all are going to land on y'all feet. Y'all got 9 lives, okay? So I was finna say pussy, but y'all got 9 lives. And sometimes you gotta fall so you can get back up. Like Cardi B said. I fall down 9 times, but I get up 10. You're gonna get back up again. And this time I think you're gonna be done for real. For real, for real. Y'all done. I'm rooting for you. Okay. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all any other time that I feel spiritually guided to show up and come up on here. Okay. And good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.